Okay, so our question on this session is, how do I maintain my identity and independence in a relationship? Real comfortable here.
Now it's getting to good. You gonna make her sit down, or we just gonna leave her there?
I mean, we're in our living room,
Boss lady just being all in the
and
way,
she's part of it.
acting like a boss lady, panting
She's
like crazy because
what's she
she's so
staring
happy
at?
she's getting filmed. She's just waiting for the excitement to hit. Hey, boss, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. You gotta move your feet first. She's not gonna lay down under your foot. I'm waiting for her to pop back up in a second though, because
There's
she's
nowhere
looking
for
at you.
me to put
She's.
my feet then.
I told you.
Ah,
You got to pay
over.
that sacrifice. I told you. They just like to be in the way, especially her.
She's gonna be.
So we got boss there.
Yeah.
I also feel like introducing everybody to Little Richard.
Who's
when you
keeps
think-
getting bigger and
That's what I'm
bigger.
saying. When you think of a pompadour, is there a pompadour better than that? Look at that. Look at that coif just blowing out like Little Richard.
I keep saying you might need to
Ooh.
find a place for Little Richard to go, because you can't hardly come in the door or walk in the door and walk into this room without
Look, Little Richard's saying hello to people. That's the whole
getting
point of Little
slapped in the face like a car wash.
Richard. Based on the fact that we usually have in the past killed plants and palms so quickly, I am impressed by his resilience and using that as a story of a metaphor to just things that are coming in life. And that he's lasted this long, therefore we shall last
Yeah.
too. So before we jump in though,
Mhm.
we got to give some shout outs. Major shout out to family friend Andrew
Oh,
Booth.
yes. Yes.
Booth.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Great job this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
You are an Iron Man.
An Iron Man. And if y'all don't know what an Iron Man is, that's just pure craziness. Let's just start there. I will never be an Iron Man.
It's like, let's push your body to the brink and pretend it's fun.
2.4
And let's
mile
time you while you're
swim.
doing it. Yeah.
115-mile bike ride.
No, 112-mile
112-mile
bike ride.
And then a marathon,
And a
after that.
marathon.
So that's the 26.2.
Yeah.
Which took 14 hours.
He
and
did it
17
yeah,
minutes.
you said 14,
Yeah,
17.
he killed it.
He killed it.
He killed
it.
He did that in 14 hours, 17 minutes. I ain't doing it in 14 years. So.
Or 14 days.
14.
Not even 14
Not
days.
even 14 days. I ain't even trying that crap. And the second shout out goes to along the ride, we got the perfect calculation.
Yes.
Yes. To the young son, the
Jacob
young
Reese
genius.
Booth.
Good old, what'd you say?
Jacob Reese Booth.
Oh, Jacob Reese. I was like, what did you say? Yeah, Jacob Reese Booth, who gave us the perfect freaking calculation for understanding how old you should date a person.
Yeah, or how old the person you date.
How old this person should be, yeah.
Should be.
Now, we talked about the dating down range, but I think it goes in both directions. It's down and up. Is it down and up or just down?
This was just down,
This was
I
just
think,
down.
right?
Okay. I feel like it should work both ways, because then the person above you would have the same equation, which means it would be down and up. But for right now, we'll just say down. At least the down, we tried, we tested, we calculated, we did the math, and the down was hidden.
It was
The down
spot on.
Oh, do you remember the math?
Times 0.8 plus 2?
Close. Yeah, your age.
Your age,
times
times
0.8
0.8
or 80%, however you want to word it.
Yeah.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yo, the math was genius. So
when he said it, we were all
like,
and he's like a math genius,
yeah,
right?
so he was figuring this out. I was like, just tossing out
Yeah.
ages. He's just figuring this out in the car. I'm like, I gotta do the math a little bit, and he's no, it's 18.
Right, and
Like-
the whole car ride, then everybody in the car was like,
Right, you had to pontificate. We had to think on that.
that does
Did
work.
it hit? Because
Then somebody would throw out another
plus
number.
2. So if it was like 26,
Okay.
then 80% would be 5.2. Would be, let's say 5.2, 26. That puts you in what? The 21 range plus 2. So if you're 26, 23 is your minimum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to think he's recently graduated from college and
Yep.
living his adult life, and he was just thinking,
What is the range I should be looking at?
what's the youngest that I should date? Now, when he threw it out to us, it was that like it was spur of the moment. Then when we were talking about it throughout the day, because
Yeah, yeah.
14 hours,
So
you've
you
got time
have
to
some
in and out of
conversations in 14 hours.
in and out of conversations.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but there was like, okay, all right. So 40 would have been 8 plus 2. So 40 means you can go 6 years down. So 40 is a 34-year-old. I mean, 50, if you're 50, you
Leave
go
it
down
to
to a
him. Leave it to
42-year-old. It's
Jacob.
like, dude, this math is for real. Like, it works. Like, it works. It's pure genius.
And we said that we would give him props for that. So,
Oh, took a picture.
Jacob.
I've already put it up here if I haven't yet. But, you know, because, hey, genius says something, you got to give genius their due. It's like,
I
oh my
adore him.
gosh, 80% plus 2. I'm like, wow.
Not only
That
were
is so
you
great.
impressed, well, we were all impressed with that
Yeah.
equation. But then you were so impressed because you aren't as familiar with him. You were very impressed with his rapid math
Oh, yeah.
skills.
I knew he's a quick thinker. I know he's analytical
Yeah.
and a solid thinker. And he does math for a living now, pretty much. I pretty much figure that's part of what he does. I don't know. Sounds like it's something associated with math. But I did not know how quick his processing was
Yeah.
of doing these equations. Because it's not like people just, I just did 26, 30, and 40, right? 26 I already
Now for him, we were
I kind of
throwing
half
out-
knew the answer, and 30 and 40 are on the tens. It's
You
easy
thought
to
of it
figure.
before?
Well, kind of. Right when I was introducing it, I was like, oh, what would 26 be while I was also talking? But 30 and 40 are easy because those are on the tens, right?
Yeah.
So you just take 3 times 2 plus 2. It's easier to do. But we were like, 27. What about 36?
Oh, yeah. And we were throwing, and his younger siblings were in the car. with
Yeah,
us,
we
and
were even throwing out
everybody
like,
was throwing
that
out.
doesn't work for like a teenager. And it's
then-
like, yeah, it did. I think we threw at him like 16 or something.
Yeah, then
I
we
think
were
it was
just
something
being
like
silly
16, and the 16 was like 14.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, it even works for the 16-year-old.
Yeah. That was funny.
It was, yeah, it was like, yeah, he was like 16, man, it'll be 14. It's like, can't knock it.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Knock it.
That was
a fun day.
We surprised them.
So, yeah.
They didn't know we were coming. We
Which was
surprised
fun.
him while he was in the middle of his
The race.
And
I'm happy we didn't cause him to trip or something. I was worried.
he was on sand. That was the swim part, and he was on the sand, so he was safe.
And at least if he did trip, he'd been able
Safety
to clean
first.
off by the time he got the second lap in.
Yeah.
So. All right, so I'm hitting this thing. Yep.
I don't know if you're aware of this. They have both agreed. I talked to them separately.
Okay.
To be guests on
Ooh.
in this space.
So you get to see the Iron Man.
Yeah, at some point
when we
would
do
get
it,
to
I'm
meet
gonna
them.
like freeze frame and put some stuff around it just to honor, and put it like a metal, like Chiron necklace on him in the middle of the screen.
Well, maybe we'll also do a poll because I have had a text thread with him and his wife.
Okay.
About where are we at on an Iron Man tattoo?
I say go for it. First of all, we couldn't find a dude because he looked like every other dude running out there.
Every other middle-aged,
because everybody's wearing a
skinny white
everybody's
guy
wearing a wetsuit with
looks
a
the same.
whatchamacallit cap on.
Yeah, swim cap.
With a swim cap. And then the biking
wasn't any easier.
And this dude put on all black everything. So he didn't have any bright yellows or anything. It looked like he was murdered out top to bottom. And so you couldn't see him. You're like, who is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Is it him?
Yeah, and when he
Is
was
it him?
coming in from the bike race, remember? And I was like,
Yeah. I love
Andrew?
that. Right.
Then
I saw him. You didn't believe me, and then you had to say it like it was a question and wait just in case he was wrong and they rode by. It's like, oh no, that's not him. Like you're trying not to be embarrassed.
Yeah, it's like no, I was like, identify yourself. I do think that I got a video of him when he started the bike race.
The bike race? Okay.
But I didn't know that it was him. And when I went back after we saw him and I knew what he was wearing.
Because after he changed, you didn't know what he had on.
Yeah, I need to send it to them and say, is this you? But when we were standing out there and I had my sign that just said surprise, and I was just, identify yourself.
Right.
Andrew, identify yourself.
Which the sign was funny because you didn't take the sign out of the car when we went to go see him at the swim park. So by the time we took surprise out the car, it was kind of useless. Held it up anyway because you put some effort into it.
I held it up anyways. I held it up anyways because I made it. Yeah. But then I had to be like, identify yourself.
Right. Which is good. I can't talk about you. At least yours got seen. Mine didn't come out the car.
Because by the time that yours was,
Gonna come out the car.
you felt bad about.
I felt bad because it was a joke about not struggling and not walking and stuff, and
What'd you say? What did you
like
say?
didn't drive here to watch you stroll or something like
Stroll,
that.
yeah.
Like 11 or 12 hours in, I'm like,
Like, I can't pull
I
this
can't pull
sign
this
out.
sign
I
out.
can't pull this sign
Not to
out.
mention the fact that 11 or 12 hours in the race, he started at what, 7, right?
Yeah,
So
like
11
shortly
or
before
12
that.
hours in, it was freaking dark.
Oh, it was dark.
Like, it was dark.
It
I
was
mean, it
dark.
was sunrise to way past sunset.
Yes.
Way past sunset.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have just
Sunrise,
gone to sleep at
sunset.
some point during the process anyway.
Taking a nap.
It was sundown. Bedtime for me. So take a little siesta to change real quick. You know, you
Yeah.
change your clothes, people changing in 10, 15 minutes.
You
I won't be a
needed,
good 30. I won't
get
be
you a power nap in. I just need to lay here.
I got my feet up on the
Get a
bike.
power
Like,
nap. Other people are running
just
in.
full relax. I'm like, go ahead, John. You're good. I'll catch up with you. Actually, I won't. I'll see you at the finish line.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'll get my massage after you're done. All right.
So, you know what? We had a blast.
Oh, it was
Show
great.
up for your people.
It was great. It was
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's meaningful.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, support your
Yeah,
people.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful weekend. Wonderful weekend. All right.
And I need to get a shout out to you too, because I asked you, we were talking on our trip home, what was your favorite part of the weekend?
Mm-hmm.
And I used this in my office this week.
What is that?
Find someone that loves you so much they would give you the second pair of socks on their feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you did that.
I did that. Do you want to explain why that was, or?
Well, I had blisters on the back of my feet because I was wearing my athleisure sneakers, which if anybody sees me out and about, that's how you're going to see me.
Pretty much.
And my Stance no-shows that I wear nearly 100% of the time.
Stance or Smart Wolves.
Stance, yeah.
It's one of those
Stance
two.
no-shows.
We're open for sponsorships. Continue.
Right. Literally that's like the only socks I own, like those two pairs of socks.
Pretty much.
And I own my feature socks when I'm like working out.
Yeah.
So I had blisters on the backs of my feet
Mhm.
because I was walking, and I was like, I don't know, man, my heels are all chewed up.
Yeah.
And we were like getting ready to go to the finish line.
Yeah.
To see him finish. And so you're like, I got 2 pair of socks on. So you took off 1 pair of your socks.
Give
And
me him. Yeah.
that's a big deal for us because neither one of us,
Mm-mm.
I don't even like to put my shoes.
We ain't about feet.
I don't even like to put my same socks on
Mm-mm.
when I take my feet out of my shoes.
Right. And we're talking about like same day.
Yeah,
To
I want to put on a clean
clarify,
pair of socks.
like
and
if you
once I
put some
take my-
socks on in the morning and you take them off for whatever reason,
No, your shoes. Yeah, you take your shoes off.
yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
put them back. You really don't feel like putting
I
them
want to
back
put
on.
clean socks on
Yep.
every single time
Yep.
I put my feet in my
Yep.
shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mhm.
and neither one of us like that. So,
No, but see, that goes to the part for me that was one of the favorite things during the weekend because you used that in a session. You probably didn't discuss the first half of that, which was the fact that we
no.
accidentally booked the wrong hotel, which you were stressed about. And this accidental wrong hotel just happened to be booked partially down the running part of the course.
Yes.
And down that portion of the running part of the course,
like mile 3 and 16-ish.
yeah,
Something like that.
Andrew was just struggling. And it just happened to be that we happened to see him. We were going to run out and get some ice and stuff. So when he got done, he could pour ice and have an ice bath and everything. And we had waited for a couple minutes just to cheer him on at that point. Couldn't see him. And the tracker or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Ironman app that you
Kind
can
of said
track
he was
whoever.
way past us.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there like, how did he miss us? How did we miss him? There's no way we missed him. And so we just said, okay, maybe we missed him. We got in the car. We started to pull up. Our lights show right at the driveway, and bam, there he is, right in the middle.
Literally like a
right
deer
in
in
the middle of the
headlights. Like a deer in headlights.
And and but at that point he was kind of going through a caffeine withdrawal. His blood sugar was kind of tanking, and without even thinking about it, you just kind of hopped out the car and just started talking.
Yeah, I just yelled like,
No, you didn't. Yeah, you said Andrew
I
and jumped out the car and barely
jumped up.
closed the door and rolled on down.
And you were just there left in the car.
And I was just there in the car, but I knew you were going to help out a friend, and it doesn't even bother me that you hopped out the car. You know, it didn't bother me.
I didn't even look back.
You didn't look back. You didn't say goodbye to me. This was like that previous conversation. Like I said something wrong to you, and you were breaking up with me. Like I'm out. I'm done. Like you just dipped out, got out the car, rolled out, and you just kind of started walking along the path with him. And for me, that was one of the favorite parts of the weekend for me is just seeing you willing to just hop out. You were not in your comfort shoes.
It's not in my workout
Let's
shoes.
clarify. Your athleisure is not your workout clothing.
No.
Your
No.
athleisure is your closet for athleising, and at most part is more the leising than the ath part. It's
True.
like you are not trying to do anything.
Not when you're in your stress on the leisure.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That's why
Yeah.
leisure is the bigger word. The ath is the
Yeah.
fashion, the leisure is the function. And so you're more your leisure wear, and you just dipped out and just ended up walking almost I feel like 6 or so many miles alongside
Something like
him,
that. Yeah.
But and I just sat
Until
there,
his blood sugar had come back
come
up
back,
and
yeah. So I just
he
kind
was
of
ready to finish
sat
the race
there and just
strong.
waited for you along the path just in case you needed me. But I think I texted you within a couple minutes, like you walk with him however long you need to, and I just chilled and waited. And then of
Yeah.
course you came back. You weren't set up for the athletic part, and so that's why. And so by the time you came back, we went straight to the finish line. And just
Yeah.
so you know, and I had on a couple pairs of different things. So
Yeah. I needed you to take my
yeah.
jacket off and
So
put a sweatshirt on you. I was looking pretty rough.
yeah,
But
yeah, you're looking pretty rough. But it's a good thing the first time I met you, you were busted because I was all ready for it.
that's
I
tracking.
was all ready
That's
for the busted
tracking.
beauty. But no, seriously, you just hopping out the car and going like that to me um, is one of the most beautiful things about you.
Thank
Like,
you.
it's just a beautiful thing about you. It's so yeah.
And I'd said you take care of me well when I've taken care of others. Like, not that you don't take care of me
No,
well, but I've
yeah,
given myself to others and you were there then to
yeah,
give to me.
yeah.
And I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
So I said to one of my dating clients this week, find someone that will give you
Their
their
side.
the socks off their feet. I hate that, but I was so appreciative.
It's a lovely gesture.
So appreciative.
It's a weird gesture, but it's a lovely gesture to say out loud. Without context, it's like, what the heck does that mean? Oh, wait a minute. Am I asking a question? You're asking a question.
Well,
I don't know.
ask.
We'll continue answering questions because we love this part of it. But yeah.
Okay, so our question on this session is, how do I maintain my identity and independence in a relationship?
I think I answered the first question last time, didn't I?
I don't think you did.
You sure about that?
I said I don't think you did.
All right. Well, let's go with you first.
How do you maintain your independence and identity? I think you
Mhm.
have to have your things outside of your partner.
Yeah.
Your hobbies, your activities, your likes, your interests outside of your partner. Also, a lot of stuff comes back to what I just keep saying, like, know yourself. The best thing that you can do in a relationship is know yourself really well.
Yeah.
And that's having your own identity. The idea that you're going to be happier or being in a relationship is going to solve
Any lack of happiness?
Yeah.
Or any lack of completeness?
Right. That's a lot of pressure
That
for
whole
the
you
other.
complete me thing?
No, you do not complete me.
Mm-mm.
I enjoy having you in
Yeah.
my life, and I love that you're around,
Yeah.
but you do not complete me.
You would have been fine without my socks. Your ankles would have hurt. The back of your, I'm about to say
I
your
would have
shin.
just done
It
it.
would have felt awful, but you would
I
have
would
made
have
it.
done it.
You would have made it without me.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be there to give you that and to be an additional part of your life.
Right.
But that's the thing we say to each other. Like, you were complete without me. I am complete without you. We just add to each other.
And if you have your own hobbies and
Oh, for sure.
and interests and
For sure.
activities.
And you have your own list of hobbies to figure out, and as soon as you get done with one, you'll go to the next one.
Check it off. Did it? Did it? On to the next.
Did that one time. Knocked that out. I either did good or I did it bad. And I know when you're doing your hobbies because you're cussing up a storm because that's your form of relationship.
Self-care. Self-care. Self-care.
Like, my answer to that, though, isn't very different. I think we talked before about community and finding community.
Mhm.
And we talked before about having hobbies and knowing self. So we've talked about all these things together. And I think they all just align in the same way, which is you have your own community, you have your own thing, you do your own thing. Just because you
Right.
get in a relationship doesn't mean you drop those things.
Right.
Don't get into the relationship, do that thing where you're in honeymoon phase and now you no longer go to that club or you hang out with those people
Right.
anymore. All of a sudden your friends are like, what happened? You know?
Or you, like, let's just say, for example, you join a bowling league,
Mm-hmm.
right? You join a bowling league to meet people.
Right, right, right.
And then you find someone and you start dating them and you stop going to your bowling league and you don't really want to do much of anything at all. And your
Right.
partner is saying, what's going on here? Like before I met, you were doing this and that. And if your
Right.
response is, well, I was just doing that to meet someone and now I met someone. So I don't, I don't need to do that
Yep.
anymore.
Yep.
That's a false sense like of who you are. Like your partner has a false sense of what and who you really are.
Yeah. Because it
Yeah.
came into you meeting you in that safe space. And let's just say it was a safe space. Maybe it wasn't that much, but it's still, they came into meeting you and knowing you in this space.
Hmm.
And now you are no longer in that space, which means you are no longer that person that you were when they met you. And now you have this thing where it all started out great. I don't know what went wrong. You're no longer you, or you're no longer the person they met. So if the
Yeah.
person they met wasn't you, say you didn't care about bowling, you were there just to meet people.
Yeah.
Well, then now that you're out of bowling, you're not there to meet people, and you still aren't whoever you were supposed to be. So yeah, of course they don't know who you are. Of course, somewhere down the line,
Right.
this thing goes from here to here, or wherever it is, or wherever your eyes were meeting, they no longer match. Especially using bowling league as the example. If they are all about bowling and you were there just there for the fun of it, just to meet people, then that person's gonna be like, "Yo, I'm ready to go bowling." You be like, "You know what? I really hate bowling." Well,
Or let's say you didn't even meet that person in that space. You met them in something completely unrelated,
yeah, yeah,
but now you still no longer have your own
yeah,
activities and your own hobbies and you don't want to do much of anything.
yeah.
It's still a false sense of who
Oh,
you
for
are.
sure. Oh, for sure. Like, don't lose the friends. Don't lose
Yeah.
the activities. Don't lose the interests. Conversely, don't adopt their interests just because they like something.
No.
You can learn more about it. You can become more involved in it. I mean, you've been talking about football and F1 stuff like crazy recently. Amazingly. Like, you're dropping names and I'm complaining about stuff and you know what I'm talking about. But let's be honest. If I'm not around, you're not watching the race on Sunday.
No.
If I'm not
No, I
around,
am not.
you're not watching the game.
I'm not listening to Colin
You're
Cowherd
not listening to
if you're
Colin
not
Cowherd.
around.
Right. So you have learned and understand some things because they're interesting to me. You haven't adopted them into your psyche.
No. No.
You know, I'm not turning on beachfront properties when you're not around.
But you do use a lot more power tools now that I'm around because
Well,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah, yeah, yeah,
more
yeah.
because my dad likes to I like to get power
But that's because,
tools.
you like to get power tools.
My
it's,
sisters,
it's,
I
not,
and
it's not
I
that I didn't like using them.
no,
My father did general contractor work
yeah.
and stuff of that nature. It's just I didn't buy them and I didn't pay for them and I didn't always have a place to keep them. But now that your father buys you an air compressor as a Christmas gift, oh yeah, I'm down there with that. I'm like
Right,
doing all
right.
types of stuff because now I got an air compressor. I ain't had that in the past.
Yeah. You know, my sisters were like, what tool? Because he gets us all the same thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What tool do we want dad to get us
You didn't talk him
this
into that welding
year?
thingy yet?
You know what? I don't think I've tried, but maybe I could.
Because he might be
I need
running.
more space. I
He
need a
might be
workshop.
running out of tools. I don't know what else he's gonna get. I mean, I
I
could
don't
use a new miter saw or a new table saw. You know,
so yeah, I don't know. Usually it's one of us are doing some sort of project or some sort.
we got to
And
figure out a project that requires a specific tool so he can get it for us.
I need a workshop. That's what I need. That's just my
The
own.
tool to build a shed. Yeah, I know. You
Yeah.
want one that's just your own. I do know that. I do
See?
fully know that.
Independence.
Yeah,
Independence. Full
fully know that.
circle. All right,
You will
back to
have
the
your own
independence.
over there. I'll have my own over there.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be
We'd be the
like,
house with like 4 different outhouses.
what are you doing in my workshop?
Right, I know. Yeah, you would be like that. And I ain't touching your workshop either because you're going to tell me I moved one of your tools. I'm going to be like, I'll put your tool back. And then you're going to be mad at me. I put it right back where I left it.
That's what you say, but we talked about that in another episode, things we
Uh-huh.
left out in a
No,
round.
no, I'm good with your tools. I put your tools back because you done complained about those enough. I don't even, matter of fact, I don't even touch your tool bag anymore because we do have our own separate tool bags. That's my screwdriver. Where you put my screwdriver? I don't
I
know.
know some of
I
my
did.
things have made their way to yours and you
No,
didn't
don't
put
even try. Don't
yours.
even try. Ain't front over here. Wait a minute. Did
Anyways,
we answer that question? Because I feel like we answered that
independence
question.
and identity.
Oh, and knowing yourself beforehand. Like
Yeah.
spend some time if a person's like a serial dater or they haven't spent a lot of time. There's something you say a lot that I like, and I always ask what you mean by it because I think it needs more clarity sometimes because I don't not because I don't understand it. I think the most people when they think of the idea of dating yourself
Mm,
don't know what that means. I think I understand dating myself because I know we talked about that high school relationship that ended in college and some of
right.
that stuff and where I came up with that calculation. But I did spend about a year college in latter years of college, and I was the whole purpose of that year was to explore self. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not dating anybody during this year. I'm going to who am I? Who do I want to be? What are my intentions? What do I think my mission on earth is? All that stuff and just spent a whole 12-month period just trying to look internally
Mm-hmm.
introspectively trying to
Mm-hmm.
determine exactly who was I and who did I want to become. So
Right.
I would go out and do things, go out to the museum or go out to, I guess you could say I went out to a bar or club, but I really didn't. I was never a bar or club person, but I did go listen to live music or something. But I also did do the thing where you go out to the woods and a park or something and you just sit there and you write in your journal or you write poetry or you just think or you just look up at the freaking sun and just sit there for a minute,
I was
and be
going to say,
still.
when were you in the woods?
Look here. Just because I grew up in the city doesn't mean there aren't any woods.
You don't even like that.
Being in the woods
Yeah.
doesn't mean I ain't never been in any. Just because I grew up in the city, I ain't never been to
Your
the
voice
woods.
got real high,
That's all right. I
real
want to
high,
clarify that
real
you
high.
talking about like because you grew up by some woods. Ain't like you're going hunting next weekend.
I have been,
Yeah, I've been hunting
but no,
too.
not my thing.
It's like I've been fishing.
Yes.
A time.
When I taught you,
Yeah, I prefer crabbing on a charter boat where they put the pots down the day
they just
before.
it's like an Easter egg hunt. Someone's planted them
Hey,
out
look,
there.
look, look! I still get to eat it at the end. It still counts. I don't care.
Easter egg hunt. Yeah. So, anyways, this your identity and independence and the idea of like dating yourself.
Yeah,
Know who you are. Know what you like. Know what you enjoy. Know what gets you jazzed.
yeah, yeah,
Because then you are presenting the most authentic you
yeah,
when you do meet someone who may or does eventually become a long-term partner,
yep.
and hopefully they're giving the same thing.
And be willing to know what your limit is.
Mm,
Like know where your line is, because there is a line, and
yeah.
you can with most things bad or negative or those things we think will pop up out the middle of nowhere, right? Those whoever could have predicted. A vast majority of those you can predict. You can't predict when, but you can predict.
Yeah.
So you will get broken up with at some point,
Hmm.
right? Even though you hope it never happens, it's very likely somebody will cheat on you at some point. It's very likely somebody will be crass or rude to you in public at some point. It's very likely whether you're a minority or dating a minority, somebody will say something racist or offensive to you at some point. Very likely. All these things are negative things that you think to yourself, well, when is that going to happen? Or that should never happen. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But you know it's going to come at some point.
Right.
So if you know it's coming, think about your answer and plan for it ahead of time.
Hmm.
What is your limit if you get cheated on? What is your limit if you're dating a dude who doesn't appreciate you? What is your limit if you're dating a female who is late all the time? And I'm feeding into stereotypes, I know. But what are your limits to certain things? Figure those out ahead of time while you're dating yourself.
Hmm.
while you're dating yourself, figure out those things, because if somebody steps across those, and even if you want to have a calculation system, if you want to go a la Jake, you know,
A
eh,
la Jake.
a la Jake, and have a calculation, figure it out. If this happens 3 or 4 times in this amount of times, I'm out. I don't think there's
Right.
anything wrong with that, because it allows you to have, as long as it's, I don't know how hard and fast something like that would be. I'm thinking about it as I speak. But
I think it depends. I don't like the hard and fast
no, 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 no,
things
no, no. Things should be
in
pliable.
general. Yeah. Now, if it comes to something that's violent or unsafe, that is a
Oh, that's a
hard
hard
and
and
fast.
fast.
Yeah, that you don't play with,
Touches you
but
once, out.
right. But some of the stuff just depends, but you still need to know what
Right.
that limit
Because
is.
even I think, along the sense of hard and fast versus pliable, I think the truth remains that even if it is pliable, there's still a list there. So let's say you've just started dating and they do 3 things within 3 months. Okay, you might be out. That's a little bit of a tight window to do 3 things in 3 months. You're just getting to know each other.
Mhm.
On the other hand, if you've been together for 3 years, maybe if they do 3 things in a year, it's 3 things in a rolling year. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it would also depend on the degree or severity of what
And
those things are.
absolutely, like we're talking spectrums and
Yeah.
expanses and things here, but the overall overarching main point of all that is to be like, to understand, these are my limits. These are the lines. Because some of those limitations and lines, for example, disappear the longer you're in the relationship too.
Mhm. Mhm.
Some of them might be real superficial, like if she shows up late all the time. You know,
I've been working on that.
you have been. You have been. You tried to claim I was the late one, but you've been getting better. You weren't
I've
late
been
in,
getting
but
better.
let's be honest. You weren't late in dating. You weren't late showing up to stuff in dating. If we were meeting, you were on time. I don't know if that has. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, you really didn't have a choice, did you?
No, because we were
Yeah,
long distance.
we were long distance,
Yeah.
so it was either you get left at the airport or you show up on time. So I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Maybe you were late all the time, but but you also told me. I'm usually the late one.
I would say that was my New Year's resolution one year. So I was better by the time that we met. My
Yeah,
internal clock runs about 15 minutes behind.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then one year I made that my New Year's resolution to be on time places.
And you've done better.
Yeah, since then I've done much,
And
much
you've done
better.
better.
And in my work, I try to run pretty close to on time
Yeah, you do.
just because it's respecting other people's time,
Right.
which is why I made
Which
it
is
my New
always
Year's
my issue
resolution.
about being late.
Right.
My issue about being late is not the fact of being late. My issue about being late is the fact of respecting time and
Yeah.
the linear version of time
Yeah.
that time is.
Yeah.
And then I gave you the rundown of when that all started. But yeah,
Yeah. So there we have it.
there
Independence
we have it.
and identity.
There it is. All right. So, see you on the next one.
Really uncomfortable here.
Now it's getting to get good.